Hi, this is Chris Vanberg, and today I wanted to touch on a subject that Brian just posted a video a few days ago on, but it's in regards to fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia was very personal to me because it affected my mother, and it's really the reason I set down this path of really just trying to help and serve people through nutrition and mindset. So addressing it, my mom at least 10 years ago started to have symptoms. And the symptoms started just pain in her hands, and eventually it was like pain in her arms. And after many years, after a hard day's work, she would have pain throughout her whole body. And she could be bedridden for 2 or 3 days at a time. And the doctors diagnosed her with fibromyalgia. And at the time, and still today, the only thing that they could do is if you were having rheumatic symptoms, they could give you immune suppressants, but really just painkillers. Numb the nerves, numb the pain, numb you. It's not a great long-term solution. My mom had another friend that had been diagnosed, and she had been suffering for about 13 years, and it killed her. She died from it. And that may be the natural order of things if you are unable or you do not address the source of the symptoms. Now look, fibromyalgia, like so many other diseases in America, is just a list of categorized symptoms. There's really no test for it. Now there are tests for autoimmune symptoms. There are diagnosable by symptoms, but they basically just give you a name for your categorized symptoms. They don't really know the cause. Like so many other diseases in America, they don't actually know or research, or maybe they do, they just don't announce it, but the origins of the disease. Brian and I classify, and many others classify, fibromyalgia as an acidic condition. It's acidic because if you look at the symptoms of the body, where there's inflammation caused especially after a hard day of activity, where your body might have produced more lactic acid and the nerves catch on and you're on fire, especially from the muscles that you have been actively working, and the nerves catch on fire, that just rings true to be acidic. Now your body's supposed to be 70% water. Many Americans are dehydrated, so it's a big deal. It's supposed to be 7% water, but is this body acidic or alkaline? Is a very important thing. There's tons of listed diagnosed acidic conditions. So the way that we treated my mother, we put her on an alkaline-based diet. 80% of her foods were alkaline. She used to eat a lot of red meat. She drank a lot of wine, sugar foods. A lot of that stuff had to be cut out, obviously. Dairy. We gave her restructured high alkaline ionized water. I would highly encourage a Kangen, a Baywell, or buy an Essentia in the stores. Essentia is essential without the L. These waters, I don't care what you say, they make a huge impact in your overall health. Restructured high alkaline ionized water, alkaline-based diet. If you are often with fibromyalgia, that's not the only thing that you might be diagnosed with. You could be suffering with lupus, which is often diagnosed somewhat of adrenal failure. It's fatigue. Also achy and pains. A lot of times you might be diagnosed with rheumatic symptoms, autoimmune. You can also treat those things with food, calming the immune system, going to more of a raw food diet to keep from immune activation, changing and relaxing and stop eating food allergies. Stress and mindset is such a huge, huge impact in your overall ability for your body to heal. And I gotta tell you, you have to believe it's possible. Maybe you don't believe me, but I'll tell you, if you want a testimony you want to discuss with my mom, we treated her about 7 years ago. She's been retired for so long, but she's teaching dance now basically full time because she loves it. She's been doing it her whole life, and she does it pain-free. She's off all of her medications. She stopped seeing her original doctors because they weren't helping her. And you know what? Her doctor, her rheumatoid doctor, he says he was at the forefront of his field. And when she got better, he goes, wow, that's amazing. But he didn't even believe her that it was food and water that she treated herself with, and that's what caused her to get better. They are in such denial about the environment having an impact on your body. But it's true. Belief and environment. Change these things, and you can dramatically improve your body. You may totally reverse all your symptoms. Now, that might not be diagnosed, quote-unquote, curable by Western medicine standards, But if you don't feel symptoms anymore because you reverse the problem, call it whatever you want. I call it health. If you don't make time for your wellness, you will make time for your illness. I love you. Have a blessed day.